Rangers were set for a double exit in the number 9 position, but now there's a bit of apparent U-turn. Welcome back to Fog Football. Desros was almost going to Greece. Igamane was almost going to France. But it now appears that both of them could be staying. Well, at least that's what Russell Martin was hinting at. But before we get into Russell Martin's thoughts and opinions, what's my opinions on this? Right. So, now, I would much rather keep Igamane than Desros for obvious reasons because Igamane is better than Desros, and also he's the guy that if we kept for another year, by God, you're talking about 15 to 20 bracket. What could he do after another year in Europe, banging in goals, doing what he does best? As for Desros, here, Athens weren't willing to pay the 5 million, and Russell Martin's come out and addressed that, which we'll get into his quotes in a second. But yeah, can't fault. See Desos's numbers on paper, they're great. They're truly great when you look at it on paper, but the reality is we know what he's like. Too many of the goals are in games that might not have mattered. You know, you're already 3-0 up. Oh, I'll get the fourth one for you, big man. Oh, we're 2-1 up. Or maybe not 2-1 because that's close to being a draw, but you know what I mean? Oh, we're 3-1 up. I'll make it 4-1. That's Desos's goals. The problem I've got with Desos is when it's one each and he misses the open net, right? The problem I've got with Dessers when we're winning 1-0 and he misses the open net, the other team goes makes it 1-1, or we're getting beat and it's 1-0 and then he misses that to make it one each. That's the situations I've got problems with Cyril Dessers in. But as for his numbers, here, it could take a while to replace Dessers' numbers, but the problem is, like I've said, he doesn't score enough crucial goals for me, and someone could come in and theoretically get 5, 6, 7, 8 less goals a season, but if they're scoring more crucial goals, they will appear to be better than Dessers, and that's the difference. I mean, it's all about the important goals, the crucial goals, the goals that matter more. And I think for that to take place, what you need is well, Dessers to go, someone to come in and not bottle it in the big moments, but also more goals being shared around the team, and therefore not as many are reliant on him. And I want to see that. I want to see my wingers getting double digits down the wings. I want to see my creative midfielders getting double digits. Hell, I want to see Raskin and Diamondi maybe getting like 10 goals a season. Why not? Why the hell not? I'd like to see like 5, 6, 7 players getting 10 or more goals. That's what it should be. That's what you should be aiming to. And hopefully, with Russell Martin's style of play, which is very attacking, we can see that. But let's get into Russell Martin's comments, shall we? So, this is what he had to say. Cyril Dessers was here. He's had a bit of an ankle problem, but he was here watching. Hamza is a visa technicality. He was ready to come back this week, but he's had to wait for a different visa than what he received. It's out of our control. He's desperate to be back in, and will be back this week. The squad is very big. There'll be people that will be moved on, but you want to keep your best players. I'm looking forward to working with both. End of quote. So to address Dessers, he obviously had a bit of an ankle problem. Russell Martin did go on to say about the fact about Dessers is that the bid that they received did not meet anywhere near the expectations or what they want, so it got swiftly rejected, which is what I like to hear. It was rumored that Rangers want 5, and I think Athens bidding about 3.5, something in that ballpark. So again, I totally understand why they're not accepting that. As for Igamane, that is refreshing to hear that it's a visa technicality. I don't think Russell Martin would lie to us. So does this hint at him staying? Hopefully so, because Igamane, man, like I said, the ceiling is so high with this guy. No, I mean it's like walking outside. That's how high the ceiling is with Igamane. I was going to name a building like a train station or something. Forget that. You know, they're very open and expansive. Walk outside, look up at the sky. Unlimited potential for Hamza Igamane, and by God, like you look at Asgard, he's one of those players that will get asses off seats. Igamane's that on it. Just close your eyes, folks. Right, breathe it in, breathe it in. Just imagine Asgard and Igamane on the same pitch, and how explosive and exciting that's going to be seeing those two guys in action. And that's hopefully with a few other signings beside them as well. The negatives about these two not going, well, there's no guarantees, but it will be a lack of money. if Igamane was going to go for 15 to 20 million and Desros 5, you're looking at a lot of money not being able to be reinvested into the team. But there is an argument to say that Rangers are stronger with Igamane and Desros, because the problem is you could sell them, bring in two strikers alongside Danilo, and those two flop, and then you're stuck with an injured Danilo, and then you've got a disaster on your hands. So for me, I think in an ideal world, we keep Igamane, we sell Danilo and Dessers and bring in two young up and coming strikers that have already proven themselves, like at the Torchman. I would like the Torchman in. Friggin's obviously been linked. There's also a new guy that's been linked from Maccabi Tel Aviv, I believe. I can't remember his name, Wesley or something. So that'll be interesting to see if that goes through. I think there's some about an £8 million move there. I don't think we're going to spend 8 million, but yeah, Russell Martin, folks, hinting at a good future with these two. It's a U-turn, but there's a lot of weeks left in this transfer window to go, so there's no guarantees.